All right, let's check out my celebrity dream wedding. So we got the three wedding planners, Tori Williams, who throws experiences. Courtney Ajitza, I like Courtney's house. Oh Lord, your claim to fame starts with Cynthia Bailey? Okay, girl. Nobody got sick at the wedding, so I ain't mad at you. You couldn't have talked Cynthia into a better wedding dress, though. Oh God, why does the sissy gotta be bougie on a budget? Why? We got Lance, the sissy with the pump, and he's the one who's gonna bring you back to reality. Oh, okay, so they're all competing against each other to see who can come up with the bougiest yet cheapest wedding. Okay. I feel like that's definitely on par with what's going on in the world right now. So first we have the consultation where we find out how broke they is. So then they do their presentate, and whoever wins, the other two gotta be their assistant to get the wedding together. Of course we're in Atlanta. They are gonna squeeze every drop of reality in Atlanta. I guess they like, look, we got the camera people down there already. What the heck? Okay, can somebody pronounce the bride's name? Because they haven't said it yet. But we got the bride, and she got a bride bobby pin in. So they want the Gucci Mane and Keisha Kayor's special. Oh, that was a $1.7 million wedding. I forget Gucci has that much money. So she has to have a mirrored aisle. She needs a floral backdrop. I ain't mad at a floral backdrop. Oh, it's a red and gold color story? For a wedding? I'm just, it's so Christmassy to me. I'm interested to see how they do it. It's also very Valentine's Day, especially right now. But okay, I can't wait to see the vision with those colors, giving me a blush and bashful tea. All right, now it's time to get down to brass tacks and what's the budget? Okay, so one girl wants 100,000, one girl wants 50 to 60. And the sissy said, I can do it for 40. They're gonna tell you, you got $1,500. Make it work. Remember that episode when Regine was trying to throw a party for Khadijah at Flavor, and Khadijah said you got $200. That's what they're about to get, $200. I'ma need that sissy to get some pants that fit because you should not have a camel toe as a man. All right, you done made us wait till after the commercial break. Now what's the budget? 35,000, so they kind of close to 35,000. I hope you own your home. But they kind of looking at the sissy's budget. That girl who wanted 100,000, I don't know what you gonna do. That 35,000 got them real quiet. They were like, well, once you put my fee in there, I ain't gonna make much of anything. You ain't gonna have much of a wedding. The narrator said, all right, let's get to the presentate, where they show them their champagne vision at a sparkling water budget. And I mean, they got that, off-brand budget, that clear choice budget, that not 99 but 69-cent budget. She wants an outdoor wedding in February. No, boo. So they gotta spice up this house because it's February. It's giving all the leaves are brown. So we gonna have Lance present first. This pump perm he has, it reminds me of Mario Van Peebles on the episode where him and his daddy was dating Regine. He said they gonna do a gold mirror style runway with some of their photos on it. He got a little sample of their floral backdrop, but that honestly looks like what they can afford. They just need to stand close together. He said, I've come up with paper flowers. You ain't got real flower money. Look, we gonna go down to the Dollar Tree. A little paper, a little silk. Well, not silk, but rayon. Rayon. She got the nerve to turn her nose up with $35,000. You want $35,000 worth of flowers? Quiet as it's kept, I think you should put some of that money in Bitcoin, some of it in an IRA, and just take a trip. Maybe redo your bathroom. The maid of honor said, well, I don't want it to look like a kid's party. One, it's not your wedding. And two, you got kitty money. You trying to have a $1.7 million wedding for $35,000. That seems childish to me. So inside, they gonna get a dozen roses and hang them from the chandelier, 4 roses per chandelier, so that way it looks like there are more flowers than they are, and they're going to disguise it with long tapered candles, so that way your eye is just going all over the place and you don't see that, oh wait, there's only a dozen roses in here. Is that rayon? Okay, he got them for 25 grand, 10 grand under budget. Smart. Because there's always going to be a little bit of an accidental or an oops where you got to come up with, 5 grand like Cynthia did at her wedding. Well, Cynthia's mother did at her wedding because Lord knows Penelope didn't have the coin. And that was just so they could meet the minimum for cash. Bah. All right, now we got Courtney who wanted $60,000. So she got her the bouquet she wanted, but how much was that? Okay, so she gonna have, instead of a floral, like a red backdrop with like some type of initials looking like a crest, a logo. It was cute. It was a little Game of Thrones for me, but it was cute. They got the little mirrored aisle. She got a lot of gold mirror with that logo going on. But the reception looks cute. She said her theme is regal and royal, and it does seem Game of Thrones, like old school, a little bit of medieval tea. And maybe it's the colors, but it's plush, it's nice. I like hers better than his. Oh. So, you were doing so well until it came time to honor their child, and the angel, and then the phoenix was looking a little demonic in that cage, and then no, honey, no, that was some Phaedra Park shit, girl. That was Bougetto like rhinestone on an eyelid. The sissy and the other heifer looked at each other like, oh no, you were doing so well. Deidreana was like, yep, that's what she was like. I think we were all like that. Were you like that? I was like that. So Courtney's bid is $5,000 under budget. And honestly, it could be, maybe $6,000 or $7,000 once you get rid of them dancers. Because, ooh, that was unnecessary. So let's get to the last presentation. We've got the mirrored aisle with florals down the line. The theme is crystal bowl. So this one ain't gold, it's actual myrrh. Ooh, with mirrored pedestal stands. That's a nice touch. Okay, I don't know about the color scheme for these flowers. I'm not seeing red and gold. It's these cheap flower rings that they give a Kentucky Derby tea. But she's got like red, white, and blue flowers with the green. It looks real Alice in Wonderland. Who's been painting my roses red? She said, look, this gonna be full budge. Every last penny. She said, but we gonna take them florals right from the ceremony into the reception. You gonna have 2 of them little rings, heifer. But she gets to use real flowers. I feel like paper or rayon would be fine. Let them save the coin. I honestly would want to incorporate all 3 of them. I'd want to incorporate the sissy's cheapness, the gold mirror royal thing of the other heifer, and the tacky arches of the last one. I'd go on and throw it all together. I mean, I wouldn't have one of these weddings, but I'm gonna get married on a boat. Oh, so now they giving their little critiques. And they told the sissy, your crystals look cheap, and the paper florals were concerning. Your budget's concerning, and you need to be cheap. She said they look like Mardi Gras beads. And we're a little tardy for that party. So then they tell the second half, now look, your stuff seems a little over the top. I don't think you're gonna be able to come in on the budget because I still don't know how much that bouquet is. So they went with Courtney and the Game of Thrones theme. This heifer done pulled a tiara out from behind the pillow. Okay, Kenya. Lord, so she come in with some t-shirts talking about these is your new uniforms. So everyone can know it's a Courtney Agenza Events production. Okay, get your brand out there. I ain't mad at that. You gonna have them walk to go get you some cheesecake in Brooklyn? Have them go to Brook? Or wait, you're in Atlanta, so it would be Decatur? So we got 2 weeks to put this wedding together. Do I like this show? I'ma probably try to give it another episode. Heck, it's taken me a minute to get through this one. So she opens up with cussing the sissy out for that tired firewall and giving him a chance to redeem himself. I mean, it was pretty cheap. It was small, tacky, and cheap. The pompadour said, now look, we're going to have to mix some of these real and faux flowers because we're dealing with a fraction of the budget, so you're going to get a fraction of the flower. Uh-oh. We find out that mirrored floor is going to be $5,400. And oh, she estimated the aisle would cost $2,500. You should have checked your budget, boo. All right, so now we have a status update with Deidreana. So they all tell her, look, we need to move this wedding inside. It's in the 30s and the 40s. They said we can't afford a mirrored acrylic aisle. This is exactly what Deidreana said. I don't think you'll be able to do everything with the budget you're given. And now what are you saying to her? You can't do everything with the budget you're getting. You should have gone with the cheap sis. So she gonna use some cheap foam board, a vinyl wrap, and some acrylic overlay, which she says is top of the line, to trick the eye into thinking that it's a mirror. Okay. It looks dusty, but let's see what it looks like in real life. She said, well, my floor was a non-negotiable. I don't like moving away from this. Well, you should have moved closer to that $50,000 budget. Maybe you could have waited another year for this dream wedding. I don't know why you just don't get some cheap mirrors from Home Goods and just walk down them. You know, just be careful so you don't break them. So the day of the wedding, it's raining, so we glad they went on and moved it inside. So the pompadour is getting compliments on his flowers, and they are fake, but that's all they could afford. And you can't tell, because you ain't up on them. And the truth is, if they are fake, so what? So they use red draping, and it cost them an extra $5,000. Really? For that cheap fabric? And this little, I mean, this is like drag queen fashion. Real do-it-yourselfer. It gives such a DIY tee. That, it would have been cheaper to use white. I mean, because this red, how many yards did you need? Because it's cheap and see-through. This looks really Christmas meets Valentine's Day. Like, it's reminding me of when we would have Valentine's Day parties when we were in elementary school and you'd get sugar sick from all the candies and the cake and everything. That's how I feel. I'm like, ooh. Oh my goodness. So now the flower wall ain't show up because they tire blew out and they an hour and a half away. So you had to get crap from Decatur because they couldn't afford Atlanta floral prices. Damn. Oh, this vinyl, oh my God. It looks cheap. Oh no, you could have put some foil down. No. Oh my God. And that was $2,000? That looks like a trash can liner. Oh my goodness. She said, how are you going to have a chrome aisle in all this black and gold? Because you're tacky and unprepared. Oh my goodness. She thought it was going to be a gold aisle and it's a chrome aisle. Well, I mean, and if it was gold, it would still look just as bad. It looks horrible. Horrible. I mean, you said it was going to be just as fabulous. Even if it was the right color, it would be, it looks so cheap. Oh my God, I wouldn't walk down that. I'd have to step aside and fire you on the spot. I'd have to move my wedding. I mean, that is just, I mean, honestly, just foil. Just put some foil down. So Deidreana has arrived to the venue and they ain't gonna tell her everything's going wrong. Oh, they done fooled us. So everything shows up just in the nick of time. And the planner heifer gives her one of the Keisha Kaur invitations as a souvenir of her wedding. It was so bright, sparkly, and cheap looking, it gave a souvenir tea. Because I'm sorry, those were not Swarovski crystals. That was Claire's crap. Now that mirrored aisle looked good. That was not the chrome crap they had earlier. Oh Lord, the sissy done taken his pomp down. So now it's basically a Cassie, you know, long on one side, shaved on the other. All right, this actually looked cute. It's, I don't know about black candles at a wedding, but okay. Now hold on, how Tyrone's suit clashing with all this red, black, and gold? If that's your color scheme, why he got on a blue and maroon suit? Oh, her husband got a big butt. Child, his butt bigger than hers. He might be calling her on the drone phone. You couldn't have had getting his suit let out in the budget. The reception is cute, I have to say. I mean, at least it doesn't clash with his cheap suit. I ain't gonna call it this is just a suit you bought and you said, well, I'm going to pull it out and wear it again, and there wasn't enough fabric to let it out because you was a good 40 pounds lighter when you got it. Oh, God, and this sad bow tie, you need to throw it away. That bow tie looks deceased. That bow tie looks like all its life it had to fight, and it lost the fight. That's your wedding dress. You spent $35,000 on your wedding, and that's the dress? Mm-hmm. Okay, the bouquet was $450, not $2,000. Really? That was $450? I wonder what they made it out of for $450. They only went $1,000 over budget, so she could have had $4,000 to upgrade that dress. Oh, okay, a year later. So they shot this a long time ago. I guess they probably had it in the can and said, you know what, let's give it the green light. Aw, and they had a baby. Okay, that's really sweet. It's a cute show. It's a cute show. It's lighthearted. I'll probably be back. Y'all gonna watch it? I'm gonna watch it. And congratulations, I get him another suit though. Jesus, you have a little bit of taste, but get him another suit. I don't know how he gonna show up to the wedding with that damn suit. But then again, looking at your dress, ooh, I see why you had to hire somebody to put it together. Cause you don't need to be left to your own devices. I hope that wedding was worth it because you could have used a new dining room table set because that one you have looks old and ugly. You should have put that $4,000 towards that. It's been a year. It's been a year. Get that crap out. That looks like 1-800-GOT-JUNK all day. Almost giving me a Melody Martell tea, a Karen Huger tea, a Mary from Salt Lake City tea. Get that old furniture out your house. Got a $35,000 wedding, but your auntie's curio cabinet in your dining room. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense.